I'm going to hop to one of the questions, some of the questions that were asked earlier. So somebody had asked earlier, how do I handle the guilt with walking away? This is a very common question. And I think this guilt that people have often leads to shame. There's a lot of shame and embarrassment for having this guilt, because a lot of people are like, especially outside people, are like, well, how on earth, like, what's the problem? Like, why wouldn't you want to walk away? This person treats you terribly. And then this person feels guilty, like, well, but maybe they need me, or because they, of course, they oftentimes do a great job of saying, I need you, right? Like, I need you to be here with me. I want to work on things. You can't leave me now. How can you just how can you walk out on us? Guilt is a big part of emotional manipulation. But so with guilt, there's two different types of guilt. Two different main types of guilt. Actually, we'll go over three types of guilt. There's appropriate guilt, and then there's inappropriate guilt, and then there's survivor guilt. So appropriate guilt is when a person does something wrong. So if you do something wrong, it's appropriate to feel guilty about that. Inappropriate guilt is when you've done nothing wrong, but you still feel guilty about it. And so there's no, inappropriate guilt would be guilt if we have a boundary. So if I'm saying, in order to keep myself safe and sane, I have to distance myself to whatever degree from the situation, from the person, from what have you. This is my line in the sand. This is what I need to do. This is my boundary. If somebody's making me feel guilty for what I need to do in order to stay safe and sane, and I am buying into that, then that would fall under the umbrella of like inappropriate guilt, because there's no reason for me to feel guilty. Now, this isn't to say that, you know, we won't feel guilty. I think a lot of us, especially if we're so used to putting other people first, it feels unhealthy, it feels unnatural, it feels selfish to actually put ourselves first and say, you know what, I can't do this anymore. Like, this is not working for me. This is my line in the sand. We feel it's really hard for us to say no. And there's a lot of guilt that comes with it. But I find it very helpful to separate, is this appropriate guilt or is this inappropriate guilt? If a person's causing you hurt and heartache or, harm, then it would be appropriate to distance yourself from them to where you can stay safe and sane. So let's talk about that third type of guilt. Third type of guilt is survivor guilt. This kind of guilt is, I think, felt if you're trying to distance yourself from a situation where other people have to stay in it. So maybe children or pets or siblings. So if you have let's say you have a parent who's a narcissist or an emotional manipulator, and you're now an adult, you just turned 18, you're like, you know what, I'm out of here. Like, I'm joining the military, I'm going off to college, I'm doing whatever I need to do to get the heck out of this house. But then you have younger siblings that are stuck there. It's very normal for the person who gets out of that to have that survivor guilt, like, oh my gosh, I'm leaving these other people behind and kind of in the hands of this person with this awful behavior. So that's kind of how I would look at the differences with guilt. So getting clear in your mind, what kind of guilt are you experiencing and why? Is it appropriate guilt? Is it inappropriate guilt? Is it survivor guilt? And then kind of doing a deeper dive and examining, now, why exactly am I feeling these different types of guilt? And I guess reaffirming to yourself that it's okay to move yourself to a place that you feel safe and sane. It's okay and it's healthy to do that. And to not listen to an emotional manipulator because they want to keep you around to, as a source of supply so they can continue to use and abuse you for their own selfish desires. Lots of love to you guys. You are not alone. You are not crazy, and you really can move forward and heal from this.